Since I already explained everything, I am going to set up the adapter before we start. Bear with me. These are not the lines. Okay, I think we're good to go. Okay. Now we need a power adapter. I'm going to use this from a voltage stabilizer. Turn it on. Now, ACDP up. We're going to log in. I'm already logged in. I just need to bind my app. Sweet. Turn on Bluetooth. Turn on Wi-Fi. Switch off. Configure Wi-Fi. So you are going to click yes. Needs to see a barcode. Okay. Bluetooth succeed. Wi-Fi name. It did not take my Wi-Fi name. Let me connect to the Wi-Fi. Our Wi-Fi here is Nirvana. 11. Okay. Let's go back to the ACDP app. Okay, Nirvana, it's set. Now we are going to put the password. Start configuration. They said that it fails. Maybe I made a mistake with the password. It's going to try again. I believe I put the password right. Okay, so now I am connected, successfully bound. And this is the last 4 ending of my phone number. So now we are going to come back into BMW, CAS1 to CAS4, CAS4, CAS4 Plus. This is not OBD, this is ICP or bench mode. I'm gonna click on ICP or bench mode. Remember the mask number. I told you there was 3 masks. This is the first one, 1L15Y, and then 5M48H. There is also 1N35H, but seems like those two are the same, because as you can see here, the ICP is the same anyway. So we are going to click on that. We are going to click on immobilizer. All right. So this is to prevent ACDP from disconnecting. I hope this is visible. Okay. So we are going to read CAS EEPROM. It is going to check the pins. Use at least 12 volts. We have 14 volts. From the voltage stabilizer, we have 14 volts. As you can see here, 14 volt. So we're way over 12 volts. So we are going to start reading the EEPROM. Pay attention to this. There will be some lights on the adapter. The adapter is trying to connect, but it will check all the points, the contact points, to make sure that it is able to pass. It says, please connect the BDM adapter and connect CAS4 module according to the diagram. Please be sure to use test points, cleaning probes to clean the D3 ground test point to ensure good contact. So I started without cleaning any points, because by experience I did several casts. I didn't even have to clean anything, and it was just working. The autofocus on my phone. Okay. I don't know if he's visible. I'm just gonna say yes, and it is going to check the pins. Usually if it flashes, turn it off, flashes 3 times, it means that it's going to pass. But if it flashes only twice, it's going to fail. So all pins are good. One pin is not good. The IND pin is not good. So I need to identify what is IND. EXT also is not good. So on every pin has a name. I need to identify IND and EXT. IND and EXT. That's grams. Okay, so these two pins. These two pins. These two pins don't have good contact. Actually, I noticed that before and I was trying to adjust. So I am going to remove that. Okay. And I am going to check again. They are very hard to get to. This is not. IND and EXT. So I'm going to remove everything, clean the contact points, and do it again. Same two pin. Same two pins. Ain't that slow? Okay, the data was read successfully. Please install the CAS ECU back to the vehicle without writing back the EEPROM data. The current version of the CAS is CAS plus, CAS4 plus. All right, I'm gonna take a screenshot. If you read it, it's gonna make a backup. Oh, dang. Anyway, see, okay. Okay, so this is a backup of what is on this CAS. This is a path of how to find say okay, and now we are going to do all keys lost. If we have a CAS4, we don't need for ISN. CAS4 plus, we need ISN. So we are going to do this. Please connect to the BAF adapter. This is the BAF adapter. So we are going to disconnect from here. Okay. The CAS put aside. Main ACDP. With the BAF. Now I'm going to get a key. BMW key. I'm going to say okay. Reading the key ID. Key ID is 3, B as in boy, B as in boy, 50, alpha, 24. Please select the CAS data. This is the only data that we save today. So ACDP takes us directly to the data that we need to choose. We are going to click on that. The current version of CAS Plus key frequency is said unknown frequency, and this is the problem that I encountered in the car. It did not know the key frequency, and I thought that was why I couldn't learn it by OBD. I'm gonna say okay. This is the list of keys on the CAS. Please select the key number. Key number 1 and key number 2 are used. Everywhere it says FFFF, it means that it is not used. So we are going to choose key number 3 and say OK. Now we are asked to put the ISN, but I got the ISN from the DME the other day from the hood, so I'm going to do import. It's going to take me to the ISN that I saved last time. This is the latest ISN that I saved. It is the same number anyway. All these are ISN. I'm just gonna take the latest file. Okay, all these are ISN. I'm gonna take the latest file, which is the one up top. Click on it and it will populate the ISN over there. I did all this by OBD and it was failing at last. So let's say OK. It verifies the ISN. Please confirm the input. Let's see if it's going to validate this ISN. It says generating dealer key. It is supposed to be in 2 steps. Last time it failed at the first step. Programming key successful. Please get on the vehicle. Put the key on the emergency induction coil near the steering wheel. Press start key to synchronize the key. No need to write back to the EEPROM. So we don't have to write back to the EEPROM. We don't have to write back the EEPROM data. At this point, the key is programmed. This key is programmed, okay? And let's say okay. Please get on the vehicle. I will just take a screenshot of that. If the induction coil is damaged or the key cannot be learned, you can write add data. Please get on the vehicle, please. The key. Normally I don't have to write, but I think the induction coil is good in the car. Press start key to synchronize the key. 2. If the induction coil is damaged or the key cannot be learned, you can write or add data. I'm not sure what it means. It is finishing the process. This is the new backup file with the new key that was added. The first backup was having 2 keys. After we are adding this key, ACDP is gonna make another backup. And this backup contains 3 keys. The 2 keys previously programmed on the vehicle that were lost, and this key that we just added. So we are going to click OK and OK. Now let's do a test to find out if this is what it was saying. It said if the induction coil is bad, use this option. But I don't know that the induction coil is bad. I think I'm just gonna write anyway. So when we are writing, we are going to write the latest file that we just saved, meaning the second backup. So I'm going to click on this, click on OK. Please be sure BDM adapter. In order to write, I have to connect back to this. Okay. I have to bring the CAS and the main ACDP. Okay. Leave it just like that. Remember, I had to put some pressure to be able to read. Hopefully it didn't move. and I am going to say read, write. So it is going to check the pins again, and if all is well, it is going to write the latest data on it. So now it's checking the pins. Detecting pins. We are not required to write, but I am writing as a safety measure. As you can see, now that I put a pressure on it, everything is green, meaning all the pins are good. We are going to click on OK, and we are going to get the latest file that we saved, which is the file up top. But let's double check. C787970 is the last 7 of the VIN number. Add. So the add file, meaning the last key that we added, 2024 0421, which is today, and 2035, meaning time 8:35 p.m. I'm going to click on that so you can write that back to the CAS. It is decrypting the chip. Our voltage is still good at 14.3 volts from the voltage stabilizer, bench voltage stabilizer. I'm still holding pressure. Writing chip data. So it is writing the latest file onto the CAS. Writing. Verifying data. Program execution completed, meaning the information, whatever we performed, meaning adding this key, all keys lost, was written on the chip. Meaning if we read the EEPROM data again, we should see now 3 keys instead of 2, with the third key being our key with our ID number. So I'm going to read EEPROM. It is checking the pin again. I still have my hand over there to give extra pressure. Okay, all the pins are green. That's what we want. Connecting to the adapter, it is decrypting the chip. I'm going to cancel this operation. I just want to make sure that our key was successfully added to the system. And if it was, it should show 3 keys as opposed to 2 keys earlier. Ooh. It is slow. It is usually not like that. I did a lot of CAS3. You don't have to put any pressure, but with the CAS4 you have to, because the pillars are tight on one side, and on the other side you just have to use this clamp. to hold the adapter, and it doesn't clamp it as well as the pillars. So it is reading the data again as when we started earlier successfully. Let's go ahead and click on that. We want to see how many keys is going to show. It makes a new backup. This is in case we're going to add a key. We're going to say okay and say add key. Connect to the BAV adapter. Okay. I'm going to abort this operation. It's just for us to see if the key was successfully added. So at this point, I can release this, disconnect our CAS4 and EEPROM, put them on the side. My computer, I heard something. Okay, and then get the BAV adapter and connect it. Okay, so now that we are connected, we're just gonna click OK. It wants to read a key here. No key is found because I removed the key from there. I'm gonna get another CAS4 key just for the sake of I have another CAS4 key. Okay, this is another CAS4 key, 315. We're not gonna write on it. We're just gonna put the key, and we want to see the list of keys. Okay, say add key. It's going to check again. Connect to the BAV, already connected. Adapter. Let me raise this a little bit and say okay. It is reading the key, the new key that I input, and it is able to detect the key. This is the ID that is, this is the ID of this key that is different from the ID that I had on this one that I read earlier. We're going to click OK. Now it's going to show us the list of keys. Remember, at first we had 2, then we added this. So we're supposed to see 3 keys on there, with number 3 being this key. So I'm going to click on that. (2024, 2042). Click on that. Frequency unknown. I just want to see the list of keys. As you can see now, earlier we only had key 1 and key 2, right? Key 3 was FFF, meaning there was no key. But now key 3 is the one that I read to you. 3, B as in boy, B as in boy, 50, A as in alpha, 24. This is the ID of this key, meaning this key was successfully added to the CAS. And in order to confirm, I am going to get Key Tool Max or KD Max. I'm going to get my KD Max, and we are going to confront this information on key number 3. Matter of fact, I'm going to take a screenshot, and then I'm going to cancel the operation. Take a screenshot, okay? And then I wasn't really gonna add a key. I was just trying to get to this step. I'm just gonna say cancel. The user chooses to exit operation, yes. So we are still at the same level. We added this key as an all keys lost to position number 3. So I read that key ID to you guys. We are going to identify this key. Again. Okay, sometimes it detects better this way. So I'm going to do that and identify. Okay. Now let's read the key ID. The key ID is right there. 3, B as in boy, B as in Bravo, 50 Alpha 24. Locked to this CAS4. So let's go ahead and compare to the screenshot that I got earlier. Gallery on my phone, screenshot. Key number 3, 3BB 50 Alpha 24. How about here? 3BB 50 Alpha 24. Just under 49 chip. Key position number 3, 3BB 50 Alpha 24. And on the side, it is enabled. Okay, so we are just going to step out of this, disconnect from ACDP, and now we are ready to put the CAS back together. Go to the vehicle, install, sync, and start the car of this big V8. Unless there is a vehicle problem, the key should start and the remote should work. But I'm not quite sure about the remote because the vehicle frequency always says unknown. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna put all this back and I'll see you guys on the field.